Hello,
Hi everyone,
I'm Jules,
I'm Brionna.
and welcome back to.
Hot Mess Sesh.
So, we did make a little agenda again for today. We just like to keep track of what we're going to talk about and things like that, just to like keep us on track, even though we go off track a lot. So, it's kind of just going to start like the last episode. If you haven't seen our last two episodes, definitely go ahead and check them out. We're always looking for feedback as well, so let us know how we're doing, and if you think we should change anything or add anything, or just what you think. We love feedback.
Right.
So let's just get right into it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so as you know, last episode, if you did see it, the first thing we started with was trends. I just feel like I'm constantly on TikTok and constantly seeing things that I want to talk about. So the trend
And I know nothing about trends, so
the trend we're going to talk about today is cow print. So I don't know if you've been seeing it on your For You page, or if anybody has. I definitely have, but the newest thing right now is cow print. I've been seeing people with phone cases, even Wallflower, like the phone case makers, they're called Wallflower. They have like a whole cow print design. Pillow Pet has been making like a bunch of different cows, like strawberry cow, blueberry cow, and they've all
So
been.
is it the cow that's the obsession, or just the print itself?
I think just the print, honestly, like how Pillow Pet like jumped on the bandwagon and like started making cows, and then Squishmallow, which what we talked about in our last episode, if you saw it or listened to it, we talked about Squishmallows as the trend, and they actually have a few cows that are really rare, really hard to find. So like cow print is just like super popular right now, and I'm not sure why. I mean, it's cute, but like I feel like it's gonna die really quickly.
Yeah, by the summer it'll be gone. It'll be gone.
Because just like animal print, remember like the early 2000s when we had like cheetah print and everything like that, it died, as the years went on.
What was that trend we talked about last episode? The
Squishmallows.
Squishmallows. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, like people still hunt for them. Like the cow, like that I just like was talking about. It's like a super rare one. I don't know, like people are obsessed with them. But the cow print is like super popular. Like girls on TikTok have been painting their doors like cow print and been buying cow print things, and it's just becoming like this big trend for some reason. I really don't know why. It started, I want to say a few months ago, and it's still like really popular right now.
I remember I was watching what's it called, RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah,
that show, and they were wearing a lot of cow print like outfits. I think one theme was cow print. And I was just like, oh,
yeah, super popular right now. Not sure why, but definitely is. On a scale from 1 to 10, would you fall for the trend?
No, I'm not wearing that shit.
1 to 10, what would you give it? 0?
Yes, I'm not wearing none of that.
I would give it like a 5. Like I could see myself like picking up a shirt at like Forever 21 or something that had like cow print on it.
Yeah, maybe I had like Crocs and it had cow print on it. Like that looks cute.
People have been painting white Crocs that way. Like that's cute. Like I wouldn't like. I'm not like a 10 or anything. Like I wouldn't paint my doors, like paint my walls with cow print. But I definitely like can see it being like cute on the next trend we're gonna talk about. Well, not trend, throwback trend, which is coming back. Actually, they actually have cow print ones. Which the throwback trend we were going to talk about was the small purses, like the Y2K, like Coach bags and stuff, like the tiny purses, and they're actually coming back. And the big one that's really popular right now is the one with the cow print on it.
They're so tiny, you can't even put your phone in it.
Well, the reason they were so popular in the 2000s, I feel like, was because the phones were so small and it was just easy, like, to carry around. But now that our phones are huge, I mean, they fit, but like then you can't really add anything else,
Like, all you can put in there is like a thing of Tic Tacs. That's like it. It's like so small.
I mean, they're cute, and like I like the cow print one. Like I've seen a few people with the cow print ones. They're cute. They're like fluffy, but I don't think I'd ever walk around with it. It literally just looks like you're gonna sweat.
It's mostly for fashion purposes, not for like everyday people, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like on a scale from like 1 to 10, would you fall for the trend? I'd probably give it like an 8 or 9, just because like my first Chanel bag was like one of the small little shoulder bags like we're talking about now, and they're really cute, but again, like they're not convenient.
I give it like a good 5. I think they're cute though, you know.
Yeah, like I could see myself wearing like using it for like an event or like going to a party or something, like just to like put
I
on your
guess,
shoulder, but I can never see it being like an everyday bag.
right. Let's say if I had my little backpack or my purse, I would put like the mini purse in the backpack or the purse. So I could be like, purse first,
Oh yeah, like if you're going to
That
like
stuff.
a dance or something or like a nice dinner at someone, then I would wear a tiny bag. But like I don't know. I think it was more popular, definitely back in the early 2000s. But now they're coming back and they're actually really popular right now.
They're very good in fashion. In Drag Race, they had a lot of tiny purses. The drag queens.
Lizzo recently had this purse literally the size of like the palm of your hand. Like it's from a brand. I cannot remember the name of it. It's like J
That's the one
something.
she.
It must be like a French or something. It's like I don't have no idea how to pronounce it, honestly. But
I think she had it at the Grammys. The
yeah,
small
and it
purse.
was just so like it like adds to the outfit, yes. But like what is the point of that?
You could lose that so quick.
And it's just another thing that you now have to hold. So now you're holding your phone, your wallet, and this tiny little purse. Like that's like you're just adding things to your hands. Like like you're not doing anything for yourself.
For the aesthetic.
I mean, the aesthetic is cute, but I can never see myself doing that. From like this on a scale from like 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like an 8 or a 9. And
Yeah,
you
I
said
get
like a 5.
5 or 6.
Honestly, I could see you using it. I really could. I could definitely see you with it with a small little one. I really can. I think it would be so cute. Like they're so cute, but I feel like they look really cute on you.
Oh God, you're the fashionista.
Yeah, like a tiny like white one. I can definitely see you wearing like a little sundress with like a tiny like white.
I could see
purse.
you wearing a pink one with like pink shades and pink Crocs.
Yeah, my Chanel bag is pink. I love it. It's a tiny little like bubblegum pink one with the big C's on the side. Like that was literally my first Chanel, and that I just love it. It's like so throwback, so cute.
My only critique is just holding it on the street. I would just feel ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
mean, they
hold
things, but like Coach is coming back out with all their old 2000s bags. They actually have they're actually coming out with all those bags again, and they're actually pretty popular. Like people are buying them, which is kind of surprising because there was this like time like recently, like maybe like in the past like 2 or 3 years, where like big bags are really in style, and now they're going back to small bags. Like like now it's like a flop, like right from like giant bags, like these tiny little ones that are like they're cute.
Giant bags used to be in.
They're cute, but not convenient.
Yeah, I also think like big hats are like coming back too. I see a lot of people wear big hats like on the fashion.
Oh my gosh, Jersey Shore.
Right.
Wear those big hats.
In Italy, the big hats.
Yeah, I mean they're cute, but like they're kind of also inconvenient. I don't know. I just feel like they're annoying. They're like floppy and they kind of like flop everywhere. But baseball caps are cute. I think they're cute.
I don't really see people wear like hats. To be honest, females, especially like outside, unless they're going to the beach or like church or something. I don't really see anyone walking with a hat.
Yeah, they're kind of like, I mean, they block the sun, but like you could just wear sunglasses and they make your head like really like sweaty.
Plus, with the right outfit though, it looks really cute with the right.
Yeah, I've seen it. Like I've seen like Instagram models wearing them and stuff, and they're cute. But I don't know. I don't look good in hats. Like you have to have like a specific head shape for it. Like you really do.
Yeah, because imagine if the hat falls off and just blows into the wind, you're chasing a big old hat. Ooh, laugh that. I'm clumsy too, so
I'd probably lose it. Honestly,
lose a hat.
I would. I'd be at the beach. It would just like fly off, and I'd be too lazy to go get it.
I need to stop caring. Are they expensive? Like
no, I mean they all range. I mean, like I'm sure designers have them, but I'm sure Shein sells them too and stuff.
Oh yeah, Shein definitely would sell them.
Yeah. The next topic that's on our list is something that you feel pretty strongly about.
Oh yes. Prince Charles. I love the royal family. I love the crown. I love it. He passed away.
Not Prince Charles. I thought his name was Prince Philip.
Prince Philip. Damn it. Prince Philip. That's how upset I am. I don't even know his damn name. He passed away at 99 years old. What was it? Yesterday or 2 days ago?
I want to say like 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it was 2 days ago. I was shocked.
I mean, from when we're recording this, I'm not sure when we're gonna post it, but as of right now, it was like 2 days ago.
Right. Well, I tell you, when I looked at you two, I saw my heart literally dropped. I was so upset.
I have to tell you, right before he died, this is really funny. I sent someone a TikTok that was like, "What will kill Prince Philip?" Because honestly, no offense, but he looked like a dried up raisin. And
I know.
it was like McDonald's Sprite, one conversation with Whoa Vicky, like just things like that. I was just dying. And then like the day after he died, there was a video of like there's like a picture of the queen, and they put her face like on like a grandma in like a bikini, and it was like Miss it was like the queen giving Prince Philip some Sprite so she could be involved in Hot Girl Summer. And it was just like this woman on the beach, and I know it doesn't sound funny, but when you see it, like it just catches you off guard, and it was just really funny.
I have to see it.
Yeah, it was like it was just funny.
Yeah, but the queen is 94. I know that, and he is 99. So she's pretty up there. But you know what shocks me? Imagine waking up, turning around, and just seeing your dead husband.
Where did he die though? I don't know. Like,
I think he died in his sleep. They said.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of like traumatizing.
He's lucky. You know, just he's lucky though he was in the royal family, because if he was in the real world right now with Corona, he would have been dead before 90.
I'm sorry, but he looked terrible. I don't know him. Like, I can't like talk bad about him because I really don't know anything about him other than the fact that he looked like a raisin.
He was like rotting. I'm sorry, from the inside out.
Yeah, he literally was. Like, he looked terrible. Like, his face, like, he just looked like he was barely alive. I hate to say it. I hate to say that, but he just looked very bad.
And his son Charles was like, "I will miss my dear papa greatly." I was just like, "Oh God, so sad, so sad."
I mean, I don't know who he was as a person. I really don't, but all I know is that he looked terrible. Oh, and then I sent you that Snapchat too about the royal family. Who was the one that made that comment that we talked about? I think in the last episode or the first one.
What, the
racism? We were talking. Yeah, what was her name? I forgot.
Kate.
No, it wasn't her. Remember, I sent it to you, and it was like who?
Oh, it was someone else in the family, like a cousin or something, like someone not important.
I think her name was like Annie.
Yeah, Anne. Something.
And like she was the one who said it, and it was actually on Snap. It was under one of the highlights, like under Daily Mail or something. And she, she was the one who said it. And I was kind of shocked because I was expecting it to be someone kind of important, and it just looked like to be like a no life.
But you know, Jules, Kate still made Meghan cry on her wedding day, though, so I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I mean, not saying that Kate's off the hook. I'm just saying, like, it was surprising because the way that she talked about it on Oprah made it sound like it was almost like the Queen or like Prince Philip himself, you know, like somebody who was really high up there, to be some nobody cousin. Like, who cares what they think, you know? Like, fuck that. Like, that's stupid.
But you know, I was on Snapchat. I was looking at their Meghan's birth chart versus Kate's birth chart. You know, and it says Meghan's like zodiac. You know, she's a Leo, and with her birth chart, she's more like a rebel and like a protester and a defiant. But with Kate's zodiac, she's more of a pleaser and a people person. You know?
Yeah.
I was just like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, honestly, like, I mean, like, I don't know a lot about the royal family, but I know that there's probably something else going on with them because they're just weird. Like, I don't know, like, the way that they act is just weird. And then the death of, like, Prince Philip, like, I really wonder what's going to happen next, especially with Meghan and her husband.
Right. I remember I was watching Wendy, and Wendy was talking about them, and she was like how she still doesn't think they're, like, fully compatible.
I think they are. I think they're really great together. Like, I don't know. I just think they're really cute. Like, I like them together. And
Wendy called him weak. I was like, I don't think he's weak. I just think he lets her take control. You know what I mean?
Who?
Like, Wendy called Prince Harry weak.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I think they do really, really well together. I just think that she's more of, like, a broad person. Like she's more of, like, the speaker. But I feel like behind the scenes, they're kind of even with each other. Like, they talk like to each other and then figure it out, and then Meghan's the one to come out to the mic and then, you know, like, say her thoughts, like, say what they thought about, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they go behind the scenes, discuss it together, and then she goes out and kind of puts it out to the world. Meanwhile, he stays a little bit further back. We have to look up his birth chart. He's probably more of, like, a reserved
I think he's more like a healer, a peaceful, you know, because he's a Virgo, you know, and to everyone watching, I'm a Virgo, and, like, my mom's a Leo, and her, like, fiance is a Virgo, and to me, I think they act the same way. Like, my mom takes the charge, says everything, and he just sits in the corner and is quiet.
So. Yeah, I just feel like he's more of, like, the watches from a distance kind of thing.
But that doesn't mean if anybody disrespects her, he's gonna say something. He definitely will say something.
No, yeah, like, I feel like he would. I just feel like he just lets her be more of the advocate.
Right. Plus, he was in, like, the army, so I think he understands, like, discipline, like, keeping your mouth shut, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, I still think they're great together. I enjoy the stories that come out about both of them. I can't
wait for baby girl to come.
Yeah, this is, like, it's a big change for them. And I hope that they raised her, like, you know, like, I think that they did a good job with their other two kids, but, like, I feel like I don't know if this is true, but I feel like they have 2 kids, right? Or one? What?
They have 1 and 1 on the way.
Yeah, so the one that they feel like they had more contact with the royal family since they weren't like quote unquote banished yet. So I feel like since this one won't be raised with the royal family, I feel like she'll have more of like a home sense, like a more of like a normal family than like being like, you know, royalty. You know what I mean?
Plus, to bring this up, also Megan, she can't attend the funeral. I guess because it was doctor's orders. That's what she said. Basically.
Honestly, if they're treating her that way anyway, whatever distant cousin is talking about their baby, you know what, just then, you know, it's probably better that she stays home and stays with their current child and keeps herself safe, because, you know, as much as I don't know how close they were with Prince Philip, but she has to put herself first, especially the way that she's treated there.
For real.
Then, you know what, I'd be like, okay, doctor's orders, bye, you know what I'm saying, home.
Right. I'm not sure how it was with Megan, but I know with Diana, from what I've seen from The Crown, him and Diana were actually close, and he actually used to help her and like teach her about the royal family and stuff. So
I really wish that she was still alive.
I know, right?
I think she would be a great person. Like, I don't know, like just old videos of her, old pictures of her. She just looks like a really great person.
She used to do so many things for kids, Jules, that were not allowed. Like, I remember her son had like a mom race competition. Like, she wasn't supposed to attend, you know, she's royal or whatever, but she still attended. She ran and won first place for her son, and she made him attend normal school. And they were like, "Oh, just hire him a tutor." But no, she wanted him to go to normal school. She did a lot.
Yeah, I just feel like she wanted a normal life, and I feel like that's kind of like what Meghan and Harry are going for as well. And I feel like Meghan really does reflect Diana. I mean, this is just my opinion, just from what I've seen of her. Like, I don't know that much about her, but I just know that, like, she looks like, I feel like Meghan would kind of do the same thing if, like, her son was like, Mom, you know, like, they're having a race at school. Like, I feel like she would go.
Right.
Like, I feel like she'd be that type of person, just because they're like she's a really good mom, I feel like, and I feel like she would be such a good like role model, especially for her kids.
Do you think Kate would have gone?
No.
Really, she would have gone. No, I was gonna say she would probably ask someone to fill her place. I was like, she wouldn't have gone.
Exactly. Her son wouldn't be in school in the first place.
Right. Yeah, I don't think her kids go. I'm not sure if they go to normal school.
Probably not.
You know, Kate just likes to do to make the royal family happy. Meghan does what makes going to make her family happy. You know
exactly,
what I mean?
And that's the big difference, and that's really important. You know, like, you should be putting your family first. We had kind of like a discussion like this before, you know, putting your family first on FaceTime and things like that, and I feel like that's really important. And, you know, like, it's just, you know, especially in situations like that. So
but you really gotta put yourself first too sometimes.
Especially if the doctor tells you to stay home, and if it was like her family member, that'd be different. But these people don't treat her nicely regardless. So why is she going to defy her doctor's orders for some people who don't respect her?
Because she barely stayed like with the royal family. I don't think she even knows Prince Philip that well.
Probably not. I'm sorry, but having a conversation with him, like, I don't know. He just did not look like a happy person.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. He was just rotting. It was his time. Like, I wish him the best. It was just his time. I know the queen's probably devastated, but, you know, gotta keep going.
She just does not look as wrinkly and as dried up as he did. She really doesn't.
Well, from The Crown, just what I've seen, he was always very mad at her because, you know, when you get married, you take your husband's last name, you know?
Yeah.
She didn't want to do that because, you know, it's the royal family's, like, name, you know?
Yeah.
So the kids, like, have, like, her, like, name and everything. He was, like, upset about that and stuff. I was like, what do you want to do? Change her whole family name? Because, he wants them to be the royal of his last name. And then she was like, no, you know? Yeah. They had a lot of problems in their, like, marriage. But, you know, he obviously loved her.
Another one. This is not on our list of things to do, but I just remembered, and we should probably talk about it. DMX literally passed away right before Prince Philip. Right before Prince Philip.
He had a lot of young kids, you know.
He had 15 kids.
I know, but you know, him and his partner adopted a little girl, right? And that little girl was, you know, I don't know if you know, so Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah.
Well, that little girl was like the girl Chris had a crush on in the show.
Do you want to know something really weird? I know a few like inside secrets about DMX actually, and I'm going to share them.
Wow.
None of his kids had any control when he was dying over his money, over his estates, nothing. I don't like put this out there because, like, I'm not going to name any names, but my mom's coworker is actually his nephew, and he had full control over everything. Like,
why did he have control?
his mom is DMX's sister. And his mom,
Wow.
I think his mom, like, don't, like, quote me here. Like, this is, like, what I heard. Just from, like, I know my mom
Allegedly.
works with him. Yeah. She got sick when she was, like, younger, and she couldn't take care of him at the time. So DMX raised him. And then he had control over his life support, his, like, everything pretty much when it came to, like, his death, kind of, because what happened was he was off drugs for 15 years. He was clean, and recently is when he shot up again. And as soon as he did it, it stopped his heart. Like, his heart kind of, like, just died. He was brain dead, like, as soon as he put it in.
Right, so he was already dead, you know what I mean?
So
they just went to pull the
yeah,
plug.
he was on life support, I want to say, for like 2 days, maybe 1 day, and his kids had no control over it. From what I know, like, obviously I'm not in their family. This is just from, like, what my mom, like, my family was talking about. Apparently his kids, because there's 15 of them, they had no control. And actually his nephew, who I'm not going to name, had control over it.
I wonder
which
why.
is my mom's
like,
friend.
He didn't want to, like, give any of his kids, like, some type of control.
I
Maybe he
don't
thought they were going
know.
to fight over it.
Probably. There was 15 of them. It's like, how could you pick one to, like, have your, I don't know, he was his beneficiary, whatever it's called. I think it's like beneficiary or something like that, like when they have control over all that, all their money, I don't know, something like that. So I don't know, he had control over his last day and, like, his whether to pull the life support, but he was brain dead anyway. And, like, the reason why I'm not naming names or anything, I know a lot of people will freak out, oh my god, he killed DMX. Like, no, he was dead. You know, like, they were just pumping air into his lungs pretty much, you know, and he was just laying there with, like, air going in and out of his lungs. Like, that's not living.
People, know this, but DMX, he did, like, an interview with Wendy a couple months ago, you know, being clean and good. Like, Wendy really loved him, but now she's on break. But I know when she, like, comes back and talks about it, she's gonna be crying her eyes out.
But he went back to drugs. That's why he died.
Yeah, I know. But sometimes people that do drugs, you know, they think, oh, I can just take a little something, you know, but sometimes you don't know how much
But he was, like, 50 years old. You know, that's a big difference from 15 years ago being a kid, and then you put your heart under all of that distress, obviously. You know, like, it was not going to take it, and unfortunately it did kill him, and that's really upsetting. And it's just, like, he wasn't the same as he used to be. You know, you don't have this as strong as a heart and system as you did 15 years ago, and it just kills him instantly, pretty much.
Addiction is something, man. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, and it's just sad, like, yeah, unfortunately, this is what I know. I mean, I could be wrong, but apparently none of his kids had any control over what happened. I don't know if that's true. I really don't. I don't know if they had contact with his nephew, what was going on. I don't know. All I know is that they, you know, they possibly didn't have any control over it. I mean, I don't know why it was that way. I honestly don't. It could have been because there were so many of them. It could have been because he didn't feel they were responsible. I don't know, but apparently they didn't. So there's really no way to, like, fact check it or anything, because it's kind of like their personal lives. There's no way to, like, Google it or anything, because it's really not going to tell you. But yeah, my mom's friend kind of had control over it.
That's really sad, though, you know, for his kids and stuff.
I think they were trying to keep him alive as long as possible just to get his kids there and everything, but it was just, you know, he was just barely living, and they were just putting air into his lungs. He wasn't even breathing on his own, you know. It was kind of just like a dead body with air being pumped. I mean, you know,
once he took those drugs, it was already over. So
yeah, and I hope that anybody struggling with that is, you know, I guess the help that they need. And I know that he was clean for 15 years, but that's something that to think about, you know, that man was clean for 15 years and one day went back, you know, like, that's things that happen. So people might have thought about him and was like, oh, DMX is clean, you know, he's never going to go back 15 years later, you know, why would he want to do it now? Addiction is something that people think about all the time, you know, 15 years later, apparently. So, you know, anybody who's struggling with that, you know, we wish you the best, you know, like, please, if you feel the need to do it again, like, please, you know, get yourself help, talk to someone, you know, look what it did, especially to a lot of celebs, you know, die because of drugs, drug related, alcohol related.
Wendy used to do drugs. I don't know if you know, Jules.
Yeah, I mean, like, Demi Lovato, like, people who looked happy all the time, you know, it's really sad, and I feel really bad for them. I feel really bad for DMX. I feel bad for anybody who went through that and goes through that, because it's something you think about every day. Even though you're out of rehab, it doesn't mean that your fight is over.
Right, it's never over. Wendy said the fight's never over.
Yeah, and like I just feel terrible for anyone, not even celebs, anybody, anyone, anyone who's overlooked, especially people who aren't famous who go through the same things where they're overlooked, and I feel really bad for them, and I wish that there was more that we could do. But on a lighter note, I wish the best for DMX and his family.
Right. R.I.P. DMX. Hope you rest in peace.
And R.I.P. Prince Philip.
Right. Everyone's dying.
And then
it's not funny.
On our next note, on a lighter note, I realized recently, they're still talking about celebs, but not death.
Yeah,
Gabby
so
Hanna.
Slightly lighter note.
I never realized. I used to watch the Vlog Squad. I mean, I watched the Vlog Squad from the beginning. I really liked David Dobrik when I was, before I knew what he was doing and everything like that. I never realized how traumatizing the Vlog Squad was for Gabby Hanna. And I know we talked about this a little bit before, before we started recording today. Gabby Hanna was literally bullied by the Vlog Squad every day.
Jules, when you told me that, I was like, oh, was she bullied? And I looked up clips on YouTube. She was really bullied.
She was bullied about her weight, her face. They did a Secret Santa, and David Dobrik literally... Okay, so David Dobrik has Teslas, this, that. I mean, maybe he wasn't that rich at the time, but he definitely had money at the time. He was definitely popular. Right. He definitely took off. He gave her diet pills for their Secret Santa. That is just so upsetting. I don't care how much of a friend you are to someone. Maybe the diet pills as a joke. Ha ha ha, funny. Okay, here's your real gift. No, that was her real gift.
Right.
But that's so disappointing.
It makes, I don't know, it fucks you up, honestly.
I don't know what's going on with Trisha and her exactly. I don't know exactly what's going on with them. But I know that, Trish touched on it in their Frenemies 29, their 29th episode. If you want to go ahead and watch that, anybody listening, if you want to hear a little bit more about the Gabby Hanna situation.
Without, just to cut you off real quick, without the HC podcast and Trisha and Ethan, we would know nothing about it.
I know, I really wouldn't have noticed. Bit. And that's they have such a strong platform. So thank you to Trisha and Ethan.
Honestly, they did something. They brought the truth,
Yeah, and I'm really happy that I found out about Gabby Hanna. I'm not sure how good of a person she is anymore. I really don't know. I'll keep her on the list for next episode in case I find anything else about her, like the beef with her and Trisha. But I know that Trisha, when she talked about it in 29, she said that before their beef or in the middle of their beef, they tried to talk about it a little bit, or she tried to talk to her a little bit about it. And she was like, yeah, she was pretty much bullied. She was like, when you think about it, she was almost in the same situation as Trish, because I mean, she wasn't dating any Jason Nash or anything, but she literally got the short end of the stick all the time, just like Trisha did with the pranks and things like that. She constantly was made fun of. She constantly was bashed and battered. It's just terrible. And I didn't realize how traumatizing it really could have been for Gabby Hanna. And I really feel bad for her, especially with her body image. She probably struggled so much with her body image because once in a while it's funny, but even Liza Koshy, somebody who is an advocate,
she should date David.
Someone who was such an advocate for people and getting along and everything, was making fun of Gabby too. I can't. I really don't like that.
Well, logical, she used to date David of all people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they would make fun of her. They were in Target for one of their things or whatever.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and she was making fun of her with David. That is just girl code. That's just breaking girl code right there. I don't care who your boyfriend is. I don't care who your boyfriend's making fun of. If your friend, if you're making fun of your friend and calling her fat and ugly in the middle of a store, you're just as fucked up as he is. I'm sorry.
I know Gabby Hanna. I know she now has a boyfriend. I've seen from her TikTok and her YouTube, so she's pretty happy. At least she's in a relationship and happy.
I hope she does get happy.
I know it seems like her boyfriend. He's attractive, look good together. But with David, I just feel like he doesn't respect women. Just to be honest, I just don't. Think
he doesn't. And you know what I noticed? Trisha and Gabby almost went through the same downfall. They really did, because when you recognize, okay, everything was cool in the beginning vlog, and then all of a sudden, right after they left the Vlog Squad, they just dipped, both of them. She went Trisha started coming out advocating against them and blah blah blah, and then you notice that Gabby's videos were so terrifying too, her having fits and panicking and like freaking out, and you could just tell, like, even though she wasn't directly saying the Vlog Squad did this to me, it was like she went through like this depression decline just like Trisha did after the Vlog Squad. Like, it just shows you what that does to you. And I'm kind of disappointed in Liza Koshy. I really am, because watching the videos back of her and David doing the same thing, saying the same things to Gabby is just really disappointing. And I really liked Liza. I really did. I think she's hilarious. I think she's a very funny person. But
you used to watch her videos?
Yeah, like, she was in the Vlog Squad and she was always funny. And like, I used to watch some of her videos. Like, I think she was on Vine. Like, that's where her like thing took off, I think.
She got started.
And she was like really funny.
I never watched the Vlog Squad. All I watched was the H3 podcast. That's the only
You have to watch some of the old ones. Like, if you look up, just like look up the compilation, you don't have to like watch them, but like you'll see how poorly they treated Gabby and treated Trisha.
Too. These do a lot of fucked up pranks. I remember one time, the one I saw, Jules, they had their guy, I think it was his girlfriend, he was kissing with a mask on, but it was really one of the housemates.
That was Jason and Seth.
Right.
And Seth went on to H3 and talked about it, and talked about how he literally moved away from David because of the situation they were in. Not just that video, but the situation that they were in general. And you notice how like how everybody kind of went through the same decline after leaving the Vlog Squad. Seth, Gabby, Big Nick. Big Nick was so big in the Vlog Squad, and all of a sudden he left, and like now he has this big story about how he was treated and the degrading that he went through as a little person, or as somebody with that like a disability, like I don't want to, like, how do you say it? I don't want to sound like an asshole. He was like how do I don't want to sound like a jerk. He was a little person, like he had the disability. I don't know how you like say that. I'll have to like, I know that
it's little person. That's the correct term. You're right. Little person. Good job.
So he was so degraded for it, and like, it's funny in that moment, but then you realize like later on what that really does to someone, because just like the little person comments were hurting Big Nick, the fat shaming comments were hurting Gabby, and then the things that they were doing to Trisha, like, wow.
Yeah, like, even the little person comments, like, they're people too. Like, people with mental disorders, they're people too.
And they would make fun of him constantly, and like make fun of him.
Was he a part of the squad or no?
He was in the beginning around the same time as Gabby. That's why it's not like prominent anywhere. But like all of a sudden, if you notice, like you watch the beginning, Gabby and Big Nick were like really prominent, and then all of a sudden, it just like they like disappear, and then like they just keep going on like nothing happened. And they just add new people, like nothing happened, like Dirty Dom, like things like that, like gross people.
Right, but I feel like Trisha and Jason, like, I used to watch competition of them together. They were just not good together.
No, they were toxic from the beginning. And there's even something about Jason's daughter. There's a video, which you'll hear about in Frenemies when you get to like, I think it's like 29 or 30, which is where I'm at now. Their most recent episodes. She talked about, I don't know if they could pull it up because of copyright. I don't know if they pulled it up. I don't think so. I don't remember. Charlie, I think, is the name of Jason's daughter. I remember Jason lived with Todd and Jeff. I think it's like Todd and Jeff, somebody, like two people from the Vlog Squad. And she was talking about in one of his videos how she hated living with all of them and everything. She's the only girl in their whole house. It's Jason, Nash, Wyatt, her brother, Todd, and Jeff. That's literally like 4 men.
Trisha was the only female living there.
No, Jason Nash's daughter currently is the only girl that lives in their house.
How old is she? Like in her teens?
No, she's like young. She's maybe, I want to say, you know what? Let me Google it. Why not just Google it? I know that.
So did he have full custody of her, or just visitation or something?
I want to say he has full custody just because they spend a lot. No, actually, it has to be joint, just because they used to not spend any time with the Vlog Squad at all, and then recently they started it.
Yeah, I'd be uncomfortable too. Like if I was like 10 years old, and my dad's out partying with like freaking 15-year-olds. I'm trying to go to sleep. That's weird.
Charlie is the daughter. Let me see if there's an age over here. I mean, she's like cute. Like she's like a cute little girl.
I remember, like, I think a couple weeks ago, Jason tried to hit up Trisha. he like texted her. I'm just like, oh yeah, he's divorced from his wife. I'm like, no offense, like I'm not trying to judge anyone's life. Like if he makes money from YouTube, that's great. But you're like 47, hanging out with 16-year-olds. You know what I mean? Doing pranks, saying yeah, bro, and everything. That's very like, you know, something iffy about that.
Yeah,
doesn't sit right with me.
All right, let's see. Okay, Wyatt. Wyatt was born in 2006. He's 15 years old.
Oh god, he's still young too.
Yeah, then Charlie is 12.
Oh god.
So just think about that. A 12-year-old girl living with 5 men, or like 4 men. Mm-hmm. That's so like, I'm sorry, but I don't know about anything about her mother. I know that they're divorced, but I don't know. I feel like she needs a woman figure.
I feel like Jason is just not gonna leave David because David makes him money, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know, he does these like ridiculous things on his channel. Like, grow up. You're 47 years old. Grow up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
Well, exactly. But you know, David, a lot of people stopped doing stuff with him. Like HelloFresh canceled their membership with him.
Good.
And everything. Oh, he's only 24, David Dobrik.
Yeah, but Jason Nash is 47.
Yeah. Why do you hang out like even for Jason? Why do you hang out with 24-year-olds?
He needs to, especially when he turns 50, he needs to settle down and let go of the ball squad and become a father and become a person in their life. Like, you know, like become a dad. Like, I'm not saying that he's not a dad. I'm not saying that he doesn't do it. I'm sure he provides for his kids. But like, when are you gonna be just a dad? You know, when are you going to be just a father figure? Why do you have to constantly play games with 20-year-olds? You know, like you're an adult. Grow up.
Yeah, there's a difference between being a father and just providing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like he's just
giving the money is not being a father.
And they're like in the videos too, which I'm sure is fun, you know, like fun for the kids or whatever. But I mean, like, I'm not saying to cut off complete ties with David Dobrik, but I think it's time to like recede from them a little bit and start becoming an adult.
Right, he's in his 40s wearing like LA graphic tees and jeans and backwards hats. Like, come on, grow up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that
I don't know what Trisha saw in that fool.
And I just feel bad. You know, I just realized now what we were laughing at as kids, or what I was laughing at as kids, was really degrading for Gabby Hanna. I really do apologize. You know, I mean, like, obviously, you know, like I was a kid, like everybody was a kid who watched it, but you don't realize until you're older, like how that must have felt all the time.
It must have really
because her whole character, I
never watched the Vlog Squad.
Her whole character was being like the fat girl.
Right. Would she laugh too, or she would just
no, like I mean, like sometimes she would laugh, but like you could see definitely, especially on the Christmas clip, like on the Secret Santa clip, when she was like, "Oh, are these diet pills?" Like you could just see that she was like, "Wow, you have thousands of dollars from content that I'm in, and you got me diet pills." Like,
I agree with you. I agree.
He just treated her really poorly, and I think that she deserved better.
I don't know what she saw in him, honestly. He just had even Jason, too, he had no respect for women, constantly make jokes about Trisha about cheating on her right in front of her.
And there's a clip, too. I'll have to send it to you.
I remember he was asking David if he could convince Trisha to have a threesome with Tana for him. I was just like, if you do, and Trisha already told you no. Like, you know what I mean?
have to send you this clip. I'm sorry, I was talking over you, but I have to send you this clip because it's gonna add to what you're saying, and I'll send it to you later. There's a clip of Trisha recording, like recording almost like it looks like they just ended like their mukbang or whatever they were doing, and he says to her, you know, you'd be really pretty if you just lost a few pounds. That's what he said to her. That's so upsetting. That's terrible. These disgusting people. Disgusting. You're 47 years old. You're a pig. Like, you're gross. I hate that.
And who is he? Some muscle builder? He's built funny too. Shut up.
Yeah, he really is built funny. How are you gonna tell Trisha that she needs to lose a few pounds and you look like that? Like, shut up.
Get a haircut before you talk to me, Mr. Jason. Get a haircut.
Exactly. It's so disgusting, and I really don't like. I really just don't like the way that he treated Trisha. I would never respect him.
Yeah. If you look him up on Google, it says his network and his collab. Yeah, because all he does, right, is ride others' coattails. He rode Trisha's and David's and everyone else's.
I feel like him dating Trisha was just for the vlog. Like, I feel like he really did not have any feelings towards Trisha.
He never planned to marry her or anything. He probably just wanted, like, sex or something, you know?
Yeah. I just don't like it. I don't like the whole situation.
Do you know why Liza and David broke up? Because, like, I know nothing about the Vlog Squad, so.
Do I know why they broke up? They did a video on it. I remember watching it as a kid.
Yeah, they were just crying.
Yeah, they were just crying in the video. I forgot why. I think it was, like, something to do with their careers or, like, something like that. I don't think it was on a bad note, but I also think that it was, like, for themselves. She came back in a few times after they broke up, actually. I don't know why she's not in them anymore at all, because even after they broke up, she was still in a few of them, like, as, like, a little, like, extra, you know, like, still in them, like, comes around once in a while for, like,
I'm gonna check if she follows him on Instagram.
Yeah,
She follows him on Instagram still. She does. I just checked.
You know what? And that's sad. Because, like, it's just sad because she, but, you know, I don't know. She treated Gabby horribly, and I don't like that. And now she's seeing what they did to Trisha, and she still follows David. That just shows you, like, what kind of, like, girl that is. I don't like that.
I'm not trying to compare the two, right? But you see how people found James Charles was, like, talking underage boy and stuff. He, like, even Kylie Jenner unfollowed him. Demi Lovato unfollowed him. Miley Cyrus unfollowed him. But with David, it's like, oh, whatever, you know?
Yeah, that's just really annoying. And you know that I'm gonna let you talk about the James Charles thing next because you know a lot more. But, like, I just want to talk about James Charles too because not even, like, just celebs they are just so weird. Like, first you got David Dobrik, who's weird as hell, Jason Nash weird as hell, James Charles weird as hell. Like, I don't know, like, everybody's just so, like, weird. I don't know, like, what's going on with, like, celebs right now. Like, you know, people on the internet make up your oh my god.
You know, I think Jeffree Star. I think two things are happening. One, the HD podcast. Thank you. And two, I think just the quarantine and corona just make everyone think about things, you know?
And I don't even know what to say about James Charles and just the thing about David Dobrik. Jason Nash, I feel like I could get over. I feel like I could get over that shit because he's not relevant anyway. But David Dobrik, who is a huge advocate, kids watch his videos. He literally put out, for everything that he's done, from Gabby Hanna to Trisha Paytas to Seth to Big Nick, put out a 2-minute apology video.
For David? David did it?
2 minutes.
Yeah, I think it was like 7 minutes or something. Right? I thought it was like 7 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was, I don't know. Trisha said 2. Maybe it was a little bit longer than that. But still, 7 minutes for all those people, for what you did.
Did he apologize to Trisha? Like, say her name? Or
no, I think he just, like, did, like, a general apology. And then Todd did one, too, which we could talk about.
Who's Todd?
Todd did one, too. He's from the Vlog Squad.
Oh, like I said.
He has allegations of buying underage girls drinks for the vlog. So his thing was that he bought 17-year-old girls alcohol to loosen them up for the video.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, so he put out an apology, a letter apology. I mean, like, Trisha, you know, she was okay with the apology, but just the stories don't add up, because first the story was that he bought them alcohol, then it was, oh, he only bought alcohol for himself, and then it was, I didn't buy alcohol at all. But in the video, Jeff says something about Todd buying alcohol, and then they denied it later.
Buy alcohol and leave it out, you know, people are gonna drink it.
Because there was no evidence in the video that he did it. Like, it was like an off-screen thing. Like, they were like, oh, okay. Then Trisha left where they were because she didn't want to be involved with that, you know, with that shit and, like, giving underage girls drinks. So she left, but then they came back later on. I was like, oh, we didn't give the girls any drinks. We don't know what we're talking about. But there's, like, a scene in the vlog where Jeff has, like, said something about alcohol, about, like, Todd and alcohol in the same sentence, kind of like, oh, Todd, you know, got the alcohol, whatever. And then he was like, oh, it's just for me. And then later on denied the alcohol at all. So it was like, like almost trying to cover for it.
But I'm just glad. Honestly, like, before you put me on the H3 podcast, I thought Trisha was crazy. I was like, who's this girl talking about sex toys, blonde, talking about Vlog Squad, and then with the H3 podcast, I was just like, wait, this kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, like, if people, I think everyone should honestly watch that podcast.
Yeah, please watch Frenemies, and, like, please watch Frenemies. Just do yourself a favor. It literally, like, it's just so, like, I just put it up while I'm, like, doing stuff on my computer or whatever, just to listen. And honestly, like, you just have to hear what's going on right now, because it's really insane. And I know that, like, half of our podcast is spent talking about theirs, but, like, just, like, they just have, especially with Trisha having, like, a background view of everything that happened, it just like adds to what's going on. It's like you hear about the thing with Todd and you hear about this, then you go onto their podcast and it's like Trisha confirms or like denies almost everything that happens. So it's just easier to have like a broad, like, you know, like just like a broad understanding.
You can only
of what
watch
happened.
their podcast on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I only watch their podcast on YouTube.
No, you can only watch on YouTube? I don't think there's anywhere else you can watch it.
I think so, because they record it, like, it's a video, so I think so. I think it's only like... But do yourself a favor, watch the Frenemies podcast if you haven't. You don't even have to start from number 1. I think they're on, like, 30 currently.
Right. You want just go on the episode.
Yeah, but just, like, skip around a little bit. Like, even if you don't, like, want to watch all of them, just, like... Or just, even if you just watch the current ones, they keep up with the current drama, just do it yourself a favor, because... You'll especially if you like the drama with David Dobrik. Well, not like, but if you like to keep up with it and whatever, you'll definitely have a big like understanding of it coming from Trisha, just because she was there. And it's just, you know, it's just different hearing it from her, because she just like confirms things. Like she confirmed the thing with Todd and everything like that. So even if you heard about the letter, like, or saw the letter or read the letter that Todd put out, it's just like Trisha was there, like, no, like, he left to get that alcohol, like, you know, he changed his story. Like, it's just like she knows what happened, and it's just so much better coming from her, not like some news outlet like TMZ. So before we get into the thing about James Charles,
do you want to get into it now or next episode? Because, you know, it's already 45 minutes. Up to you.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We gotta put our sponsor in somewhere. So I was gonna like stop it, and then we can go back. So we're gonna stop it right now, just for like a quick break, and we'll be right back. So enjoy our sponsorship. Alrighty, we are back. And we've actually decided that we are going to wait on the James Charles drama. So check out our next episode for that. And instead, we're going to do a little bit that we had planned, getting to know us. This is our 3rd episode ever of Hot Mess Sesh, and we just feel like it would be good to get to know us a little bit. So, we have some questions.
You want me to read the first one, or you read?
Hold on, let me pull them up. I'll ask you the first one, if that's okay. All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask Brionna is, who is your hero?
Well, I would say I have, like, kind of a lot of heroes, mostly 3 of them. Not in a particular order, but it's just 3 of them. Well, one is Wendy Williams, because Wendy Williams, I think she taught me, like, how to laugh, like, hard jokes. And, you know, how to, like, read people. Because especially, like, if you had, like, if I had a hard day from school or whatever, I would just put on the Wendy, and she would just make me laugh with her foolishness. And then the second would have to be Oprah, because Oprah is just a staple for Black women of what they can conquer and do. And my third one would have to be my mom, because she works hard and provides for me. Well, do you want to answer that question, Jules, or you're good?
No, you asked me the next one. We'll just go back and forth.
Okay. So if you could live anywhere, where would it be?
You already know where I would live. I would live in the Jersey Shore. Oh, I love the Jersey Shore. It's only like an hour from us, I think, like an hour and a half. But I love it. I would totally live there, have like a cute little beach house there, really cozy. Or I would probably live in Florida, just because I really like warm weather. I love the ocean and just being on the, you know, being near it. And being
if you could get your own show on Jersey Shore, I know you would.
Hell yes, I would. I would definitely do that.
I would go too. I can't blame you.
Okay, what is your biggest fear?
I have to say, like, I know most people say, like, oh, drowning or getting old, but I think my biggest fear is kind of like just like rejection, just from like people and like society and stuff, you know. Sometimes you work hard and it just doesn't work out no matter who you are. Not to be depressing, but you know. Oh, that's fine. So, this is a good one I want to know about Jules. It says, what would you change about yourself if you could?
Okay, I would make myself a little more motivated, I think. I think that I tend to be, like, really, like, lazy, like, 90% of the time. And I just feel like I wish I had a little bit more motivation. I also wish I had, like, better mental health. So if I had to choose anything, it'd probably be that.
I agree with you.
Okay, what makes you angry?
I would say what makes me angry, especially in this world, is racism. Especially the Black woman, you know, a lot of people don't like, you know, certain races. It's kind of messed up. And especially, like I said, racism and just, like, ignorant people who don't get educated on certain topics.
I hate that. I literally hate that. Hate when people are like think they know everything.
Right, and they don't know shit. So my next question is, so Jules, I know you said you work on working a little harder, but what motivates you to work hard?
Honestly, like I just want to be at like a really good point. Like I just feel like I went through like a really low point, especially like currently. I just feel like I'm like going through like a lower spot in my life, and I just want to be at like a higher point. So I feel like my motivation really just comes from like just wanting to be happy and wanting to be comfortable with where I am.
Yeah, you want to be comfortable.
What makes you laugh the most?
I would say a lot of things make me laugh. I don't know. I have like a dry comedy, so like if someone like sits on whoopee cushion, that's not gonna make me laugh. What makes me laugh, to be honest, is like my sister. She makes me laugh with her dry humor. Jules makes me laugh sometimes with her bluntness. Yeah, a lot of people make me laugh, especially in YouTube, especially and Netflix. A lot of like movies, like Tyler Perry movies, make me laugh. I love my Tyler Perry. I just love all the comedy movies. That makes me laugh. Oh, my next question for Jules. Oh, this is interesting. What was the last movie you went to, and what did you think?
So right now with COVID, we're like not going to the movie theaters, but the last movie I watched yesterday was The Dirt, which is the Motley Crue like documentary kind of thing. I love that movie, literally the best movie. If you ever have a chance to watch that movie and you're listening right now, do it. Just do it. Like if you're just like scrolling through Netflix, it's called The Dirt and it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. Watch it. Machine Gun Kelly is in it. Pete Davidson is in it. Like so many good people.
What's it
Watch
about?
it. Even if you don't like Motley Crue or know Motley Crue, I didn't even know who Motley Crue is when I watched it, and it was just so good.
What's it
Just such a
about,
good movie.
that movie?
It's a documentary about Motley Crue, which is like an old band, like our old rock band for like when our kids were young, like when our parents were young. Like my mom saw them in concert when she was young and everything, and I didn't even know who Motley Crue was when I watched the movie. Because I'm saying, like, from experience, you do not have to know who they are to enjoy the movie. Like, it was actually like really good, and it just kind of goes through like. Have you ever seen like Bohemian Rhapsody, like the one with Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, or like Rocket Man with Elton John?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Yeah, it's like
Oh
that.
wow, I would like it then.
Yeah, you
I like
should
my
watch it. It's
songs.
actually really good.
I like my songs.
And now the question for you is, what did you want to be when you were small?
Actually, when I was little, I wanted to be a teacher, like really, really, really bad. But like, no offense, teachers, I kind of found how much they made, and I was just like, maybe this isn't for me, But
It's
don't
just so much work too.
just because it wasn't for me doesn't mean it's not for anybody. You know what I mean?
I mean, they make like good money, but it's like it's just so much work.
Right. Plus,
you have to
you
be
take
up
your
every
work home
day
with
early
you
and
too.
everything.
Right. Plus they do so much that they don't get paid for it. They take their work home with them. They make worksheets and everything at home. They don't get paid for it. Like
Yeah.
They should be like they
There's
should
a
be
lot
paid
of work.
overtime. Honestly, if
They need to get paid better.
They used to get paid better. They need
no,
to.
they need to be paid better because like these rappers, like no offense to them, but they like they I don't think they do half as much work as like a teacher would do.
Yeah, I remember when I went to like my other high school. I remember the history teacher told us he got paid like twice a month and stuff like that. I was like,
yeah, it's just sad. Like they really need to get paid better.
My next question for Jules: if you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be?
Probably just like I would love to like go to the beach with like friends, like go to the Jersey Shore with friends and like just hang out all day, like spend like the day there, like go on the boardwalk and just like have like a good time and like kind of like not have any worries, like not worry about homework, not worry about school and just hang out, just be in the moment. That's kind of what I would want. Just really walk along the ocean, just things like that.
Not have to worry about anything else. Yeah.
What is your favorite game or sport to watch and play?
Well, I don't watch sports, first of all. And my favorite game to play, I don't know if you know what The Sims is, The Sims 4 and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if it means, game or sport. I think that means like sport.
Really? Oh, well, I make my own
like
question.
As in sport.
Well, I make my own question. So Jules
asked
me,
what's your favorite video game?
to play? My favorite video game to play. Yeah, because I'm not going to answer the question because I don't got no answer for it, so I made my own. My favorite video game to play is The Sims 4 because I like to do whatever I want. But, there's mods and stuff, so I make my Sims, hang out on the lounge. There's like a fake beach for them, and they just chill out and smoke. So, I love The Sims. I should make you play.
I've never played The Sims, actually.
It's fun. You can get on your MacBook, but it takes up a lot of storage, so you probably want to get a separate computer.
Yeah, my computer has like no storage.
Yeah, and I would just make you download mods and just do a little fashion show. That's what you could do. That's what you would like. I can see you. Show? You would make your sim just like be a model and just do fashion, try on different clothes like every hour.
I probably would.
Just make her punch people or something.
You're next.
There's no more questions.
Yeah, I sent you another page. Remember?
I didn't get it.
Wait, I'll send it to you now.
Oopsies.
That's okay.
This is fun though. Oh, okay. Oh, so have you? Oh, this is a good one for Jules. Have you ever had a nickname? What is it?
It's Jules.
Yeah.
My real name is Juliana, so.
I always call you Jules.
Have you ever said my real name, Brionna?
No, I never said your. I was about to say I never said your real name.
But you should say it. How would you say it?
Juliana.
Yeah, some people say Juliana, and then some people say Juliana.
Is the ending sounding different for them?
Yeah, so Juliana and then Juliana.
Oh no, you're not Juliana. You're Juliana. The difference.
Yeah, I mean, like, nobody really says my first name, so I mean, I answer to both, but usually everyone just says Jules.
You care? Or you like is Juliana?
No,
Juliana
I don't care.
Formal?
No, I don't care. Either one is fine. My mom says like Juliana, but like it doesn't matter. Like most people like at school would say like Juliana if they were gonna say my full name, which it usually never happens.
You think you would ever like legally change it to Jules?
No, just because like I think Juliana looks pretty like on like necklaces and stuff. Like it looks like long and like pretty. Okay, so the question for you is: do you like or dislike surprises? Why or why not?
I hate surprises because I want to know what's happening now. Even my sister, when she gives me presents and says I have to wait, I hate it. I'm like, can you just tell me so I can act surprised? I do not like surprises. No. Even if Jules was to give me something for my birthday and say I had to wait, I would ask her every day, what is it? I do not like surprises. I hate it. So my question for Jules is: in the evening, would you rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie, or read? I know you're not gonna big read.
Definitely not. I'd probably say like play a game and watch a movie at the same time because like I'd go on my laptop and like play Roblox while I'm watching like a movie. Probably like
you
that.
love the Roblox.
Yeah, I really do. Like it's such like a child game, but like it's so like distracting.
Right.
Like, I could just play it as a game.
It's just like stupid fun, like, you know.
Yeah, it really is. Like it's for kids, obviously, but like it's definitely like like you said, it's like stupid fun. And my question for you is: would you want to be stranded? Who would you want to be stranded with on a desert island?
You know, believe it or not, I would actually kind of maybe say you because I feel like you're kind of like resourceful. Like you would like make a compass out of sticks and like leaves, and then we'd figure out where. I would be panicking. I already know. I would just be sitting there like making SOS out of coconuts and stuff like that.
Out of coconuts.
And you would like figure out a way to find like a village or something. I know you would do something resourceful. You
know who I would pick? This is just like a joke, obviously. But I would pick Dora.
Oh god. Okay.
That bitch got everything in her backpack.
She would really have it in the map. The map could just transport you.
Exactly.
That's actually kind of smart, Jules. So creative. So what are your hobbies?
Okay, I like to paint my nails. I like to watch hours of TikTok. And okay, this is really weird. This is like a really weird like fun fact about me. You should say a fun fact too. Okay. But a fun fact about me is that I'm really good at word searches. Like I go through like a word search book like every month. I'm really good at that. I don't know why.
I don't know, like hobbies. I would say like I'm like when Family Feud plays, I'm really good at Family Feud. Like I know if I could be on Family Feud, I would win us the money. Just give me the question, I would win it for
you. You should sign up. It's really easy to sign up.
Yeah, but you need like a family of 5. I only have like 3.
Well, you can like use like grandpas and stuff.
Yeah, I mean they live in Jamaica. But
you could bring me.
Maybe you and your mom. We could do 5.
Yeah, we could pretend we're like adopted cousins or something.
Yeah, your second cousin, just to lie. I know Steve's gonna be looking at us like, yes,
I know. I'm white as hell.
The audience is gonna laugh, and then we're gonna laugh, and then we'll be good. Like, and yeah, but I'm really good at The Sims too. Like, I can make like a good family and everything. Like with creative Sims, I can make like Sims look so adult-like. You'd be impressed. That's my hobby.
Okay, and your favorite zoo animal?
Well, first of all, I don't be going to the zoo, but I
guess just like your favorite animal.
I like koalas. I like sloths.
I like stingrays. They're my favorite animal.
Oh god.
Not like zoo animal, obviously, but like my favorite animal in general. Yeah.
I like pufferfish. I like pufferfish.
Pufferfish?
You know,
cute.
I didn't know that male seahorses are the ones that like get pregnant and give birth.
Yeah, they do. The like the mommies like make like the eggs and then they transfer them to the males and then they carry them. They give birth to like 200 of them.
Yeah, they give birth for like 2 weeks. Like they're not.
Yeah, but like they give birth to like 200 seahorses.
Right.
Like babies. If you ever seen like a video of it, it's like crazy.
Like
they just keep like popping out.
They just fly out.
Yeah, they just like fly out. It's so weird. And they're like so tiny. There's like hundreds of them.
It's crazy how these things work.
Okay, and now that you got to know us a little bit, just like a few random questions to know about us. If you have any questions about us, comment below. We'll be happy to answer any like question you might want to know.
Send us a voice message. You can do that on this.
Yeah, like leave us a message. Let us know. And finally, our last thing before we head out for the night is that we talked about last time possibly watching a movie, like, and discussing it on here. So we actually took a bunch of movies and put them on a little wheel, and I'm going to spin the wheel now, and we're going to pick one, and then next episode you're going to touch on it a little bit. If you have any movie suggestions, let us know. We love watching movies. We have Hulu and Netflix. So if you know any movies on there, even like any movies like on demand or whatever, let us know. Leave us a message, comment below, and we will watch it. So I'm going to spin the wheel now. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm scared, but I'm ready. Please move that one.
All right, spinning.
Don't be cheating, Jules.
I'm not.
I'm just kidding. I know you're
Are you ready?
You're not like that.
It stopped. It stopped.
Wait.
Thunder. It's Thunder Force.
Oh, the one we said was okay. Yay!
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because it's a movie we both haven't seen. Yay!
So that is a brand new movie on Netflix, actually, with Melissa McCarthy. And what was the other comedian's name? I don't remember her name. Okay. Yeah, there's 2 comedians in it. They're both really funny.
Yeah, they're both really funny. Let me move that for you.
Yeah, so they're both in it. Definitely check it out. If you want to like check it out on Netflix before our next episode, when we talk about it, at least you'll have a little bit of a background. If not, we'll be talking about it, and then you can decide for yourself whether you want to watch it or not. We won't spoil anything.
Right, it's by Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer.
Yeah, that's her name. I literally like had it in my head and I could not remember. I literally just checked out the cast right before we actually spun the wheel.
But you knew one of their names. I didn't know either. So bear with me.
Yes, they're both really funny. They're both hilarious. I think it's about superpowers. I'm gonna read the description. Alrighty.
You want me to read it or you got it?
I'm Googling it.
Yeah, it's number 1 on Netflix right now, guys. So check it out.
Let me see if I can find it.
An hour and 45 minutes long.
Okay. It says, in a world where supervillains are commonplace, 2 estranged childhood best friends reunite after one devises a treatment that gives them powers to protect their city. That's what I got. Did you get one that's longer?
No, like you said, I looked on Google. It says 2 childhood best friends unite as an unlikely crime-fighting superhero duo when one invents a formula that gives ordinary people superpowers. So does it give everyone superpowers or just that?
I think that I saw the trailer and I think it was like an accident that one of them got the powers. The what was her, Octavia? Whatever her character is, I don't know their names, but I think she developed something, and then Melissa McCarthy's character accidentally like injects it or whatever, or accidentally gets it put into her. And then like they become crime fighting. I don't know. We're gonna watch it, and then we will discuss it in our next episode, episode 4. Can you believe we're on our 3rd episode? It's like I'm really excited. We literally I don't know. This is just for us, so, and we're having a good time and I enjoy it. So thank you for tuning in to episode 3. Is there anything else that you want to add before we head out?
Nope.
All right. So next episode, check us out for a trend, a throwback trend, and drama. We will be discussing
also, leave any voice messages for any current drama that we don't know
about.
If
you know drama that maybe we haven't heard about, maybe it's on the lesser side, or even if it's just something that you know about already, even if you don't know if we know about it or not, leave it below, comment, leave a voice message. I don't know how this works, truthfully, But let us know. We want to check it out. So next episode, throwback trend, James Styles drama, and the movie. We'll be discussing the movie. And if you want to watch it with us for the next episode, like watch it and then you can hear us discuss it, or wait until our next episode, hear about it, and then watch it. You know, it's up to you.
Or yeah, we'll let you know if it's worth watching.
Yes, we'll let you know if it's worth watching. We'll try our best not to spoil anything. In case you do decide you want to watch it, we will try our best. It will be a little difficult since we will be discussing it, but you know, check it out. And we will see you guys in the next episode. We'll have a little bit more to talk about. Obviously, those are just 4 things, but
right.
We will see you guys next episode. Bye.
Bye, guys.